We're going to solve 6.6 numbers 4 through 6 now. And so we're going to do this to understand the homework. And what we're looking at here is a 5-1 adjustable rate mortgage, which is a 30-year loan term. Now what the 5-1 means is that for 5 years you have the same interest rate, and it's going to be 3.5%. After 5 years, your interest rate can change, and it's going to change one time per year. We are only going to calculate the 6th year after 5 years. We're not going to calculate any more than that. So let's go ahead and do number 4. What is your monthly payment for the first 5 years? So I'm going to go ahead and set up my normal thing here that I use to help us figure this out. And I'm going to point out that a 5-1 ARM is a regular amortization loan. Now, what regular amortization means is amortization means to get rid of the loan, to kill off the loan, to pay down the loan. So, regular amortization loan means that we will have no future value. Okay, so now when we compute this, we're doing so knowing that's going to be no future value. It is a 30-year loan, and so your N is going to be 30 years or 360 months, especially if you're using a graphing calculator. Your interest per year is 3.5%. And again, if you're using a graphing calculator, you know that you need to divide that number by 12. Your present value is $200,000, and of course we always put that in negative. So we're going to calculate that. I'm going to put it into my calculator right now. 30 years, 32nd NN, 3.5, hit the I/Y button, $200,000, make it negative, punch it in for present value, and 0 for future value. Then hit the compute button and hit payment, and you get a payment of $898.09. So $898.09. That is your monthly payment for the first 5 years. So we've answered question number 4. Question number 5 asks us, what will we owe after 5 years? So now we're going to be finding a future value. But before we do that, right now N is 30 years, so we need to change N to 5 years. This symbol delta just means change. Now we're going to compute our future value, and our future value is going to be, I'm going to change N to 5 years, 5-second NN. Hit compute future value, and it's going to be $179,394.15. Okay, so if you're working along with me on this, then hopefully you got that amount. So this is nothing new. We've done this in previous units, but now what's new with the 5-1 ARM is that we have to find a new monthly payment, which means we're going to do another one of these little setups here. And we're finding our year 6 monthly payment. Now, as a matter of ease here, if you want to make this easier for you, take this future value and go ahead and plug it in as your present value. Because in 5 years, this is what we're going to owe, so that is the value that we're using to calculate our year 6 payment. Alright? So it's important that you plug that in. So I'm just going to hit the negative sign on my calculator and hit the PV button, and it's going to plug it in for me. You've got to remember to change your future value to 0 because we are doing a regular amortization loan. We found the future value, so if you don't change it to 0, it's going to keep that number. There are 25 years left, and your interest per year is now going to be 7.5%. And again, we're only going to find year 6. You would actually wind up doing this once per year for the remainder of the loan, but we're going with just 1 year of this to calculate it. So I'm going to change N to 25. 25-second NN, 7.5 I/Y. I have changed my future value. My present value is $179,394.15. And my monthly payment is $1,325.71. So that is our year 6 payment. Hope that helps.